you guys saw the other night at the track, we kind of had a little bit of a mishap where our stock LS7 clutch not really like doing launchers too much. We're gonna have to get a new clutch in the thing. That's gonna be coming here hopefully in the next few weeks. Once we get the Pro Charger installed onto the car, we gotta pull the trans out and get that clutch put in, but not really too worried about it. But today what I wanted to do was go run the Camaro before we get done with the Pro Charger install and everything, which by the way, if you missed the video where we went to the track and ran the car, you can click up above and go check it out. It ran decent, I guess, for the one pass that it did, but I tried to get a little bit more ballsy with it and launch it a little bit harder, and it just wasn't having it. New clutch is on the way. Pro Charger is obviously at the shop right now getting ready to get installed, but before we install the Pro Charger, I wanted to race this car and the Viper. The Viper is gonna be really, really fast after we get done with it, and this car is also going to be really ridiculously fast. So I want to run them before all the mods and then after all the mods, just to kind of compare and show the differences. So anyways, after the clutch got toasted the other night, I haven't driven it since, and so I wanted to come drive it around a little bit and kind of get a feel for the clutch and see what it's going to be like. It's not slipping too bad. We'll go pick up the Viper and go run. Go pick up the Viper real quick, and I guess Doug's gonna drive that. I'll drive this, and we'll see how these two cars stack up pre-Pro Charger and pre-chop on the Viper. Should be fun. You want to race a car? Never mind. Off they went on an adventure for two cars of incredible horsepower. Incredible? They were off to start a journey for even more horsepower, but first they needed to test the two cars to see which one. Doug left his doors open. Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd suck. Anyways, they had to test the cars to see which car would have the more horsepower before the modding process began.
Before it happens.
Before it happens. Before the two cars got much faster. This is a Chevrolet Camaro versus a Dodge Viper for some reason, and we're racing them. I think it's kind of obvious who's gonna win here. I have a feeling that Viper is definitely gonna win. Aerodynamics on their side, weight on their side.
They're similar horsepower wise, yeah?
This one's got a, well, no, actually no, you're right. They're probably actually right at about the exact same power at the wheels as they both sit.
All right, I'm gonna predict the scrape.
You're gonna predict the scrape?
I'm gonna predict the scrape.
I don't think it's gonna scrape.
3, 2, 1.
God damn. I just can't wait to hear how this thing is gonna sound afterwards. Oh.
That's what I was just talking to Doug about.
It's gonna be chopping, and it's gonna be out the front. It's gonna sound like somebody took a spray bottle of water.
It laughs like that. Is that Daniel? That laughs like that? It sounds like a Windex one.
Yep.
You don't really like letting out.
Nope. I would not have expected that.
You smell that? That sound of the two cars was incredible.
Yeah, that was really, really, really cool. So the Viper, definitely 100%, no doubt, no argument. Top end, it is going. It is way quicker up top. But the Camaro, it seems like, makes a good bit more torque, which honestly isn't that surprising, being the cam that's in here and everything. So.
Well, I think we know which car.
What did he say?
He said, I think we know this car has the top end.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, that thing is way quicker up top.
40? I took off at like not even 3,000 RPM at 40. I could go in first gear at 40.
too. That's crazy, dude. All that is done to that Viper is intake, exhaust, and that's it. Literally just a bolt-on intake, a bolt-on exhaust, done. This is a ported heads, ported intake manifold, big cam. There's so much done to this car compared to that, and it's hilarious that that car is just so much faster on top end. This thing definitely gets the jump though, by far.
This thing actually sits okay now that the trans bushing's not terrible. I'm like testament for Gavin, because like the trans bushing was really bad before.
Real good one.
We are cooking this clutch.
Yep.
Finishing
it off today.
Yeah. Send it out in style.
We are sending this clutch off with a bang.
Hey man, bro, I pedaled this one. I went in first that time, and I gave you the hit, and I pinned it, and I went, whop, whop, whop.
And we were in first too, but I was like, it.
Oh, well.
It was fish down, and we just banged second.
We were both like sliding.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Right now, for only $10, but it's just 6.com. For every $10 you spend, you're gonna get one out of that bitch. You're gonna win that car. $50 is gonna be 5 entries. $60 is 10. One better time than now. Go get entered in with it. Only it's just 6.com.
I have no idea how I'm going to decipher that.
I don't even know what I said. I couldn't even hear myself talking. Well, I think it is very, very easily obvious to say that the Viper, no doubt, is untouchable up top, just because, again, I kind of predicted this. It's got such good aerodynamics. It's got such good everything, really. It's geared very, very nicely. So it's, yeah, that car is very, very good up top. So anyways, while Daniel takes pictures of the car while we're rolling back home, I do want to remind you guys, every $10 spent on It's Just 6.com right now is going to get you one automatic entry in to win that car. We don't have long left, so if you guys want to go get your entries, you can go right now. We got brand new designs. We got all kinds of cool stuff on the site for you guys. I'm running out of breath. I started yelling.
Here's that oil too.
Yeah, she's a little warm. Get used to it. Once that Pro Charge is on here, you ain't getting any less abuse. But anyways, guys, no, really though, like I said, the racing that we came out here to do was not really to do anything else, but just see how the cars are stacked up against each other. Once this thing is Pro Charged and that car gets cammed, they're gonna be way different stories. So I'm kind of curious how they stack up before and after. We'll have to throw back some of these clips from this video in the future, hopefully, once we get both cars done, to show how crazy and how much further they are along from where we started. Anyways, guys, it is definitely pouring down, raining up there in the road, so that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. If you guys are excited to see the Pro Charger install, hit a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe if you have not already. The next few videos, like I said, we're gonna be installing that D1X Pro Charger on here. It should be making a lot of power soon. It's gonna sound so sick. Corsa exhaust, big boost cam, big Pro Charger. This is gonna be a vehicle that we start on first. After that, we're gonna start on the Viper. Once we get done with the Viper, I've got some stuff that I got to tell you guys about the race truck that's coming soon. Black Car's got a new throttle body coming in soon, so we'll stop getting the horrible wrench light between shifts. Finally be able to take it back out to the track once we get the tune finished up. Everything is coming and finally going down into place, so I am really excited. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for the support, and that's gonna be a wrap. See you guys next video.
Sorry for leaving you.
No, you did fine. I had a great time.
You got to show off your car some?
I did not show it off because it is not in any condition to show off because it is a sad piece of shit right now.
Wow.
It is. I'm not gonna. I need it. It's my fault though. It's my fault.
Battery's dead.
Am I supposed to follow you? Like, am I your camera guy now?
I don't know. Wow, it's like I was in here this morning.
Damn, cakes, huh?
Wait, were you in here this morning? What the f is this from? That looks fresh.
It looks like doo-doo splatter.
This is dry. I don't know what that is. Hang
You
on.
gonna start this thing?
No, unless the key battery is dead, which is possible. That might be it.
Can you hit boost on it?
It's got power.
All right, here we go. 5 cylinders of glory.
I'll drive the truck.
Yeah, all right.
I'll ride with him and film.
We gotta go.
Daniel thinks it's gonna burn down between here and the shop for some reason.
Well, it's got a clogged cat.
That's not confirmed, but I do like your problem solving.
The check engine light just went away.
Oh yeah.
That's weird. Oh, there's a check engine light again.
So, the Jimmy that we went and picked up for her grandparents is not gonna work. We got a replacement engine for it, but it turns out that a lot more than just the engine's gonna have to get replaced. The trans is having a lot of issues that Doug found after we pulled everything out. It's gonna need all new bushings, it's gonna need all new suspension, it's gonna need a whole lot of stuff. The wiring harness, somebody previously had tried working on it, it looked like, and they had gotten part of the wire harness somehow accidentally tangled up in the front drive shaft of it. So, that car is definitely not gonna work. We're not gonna give them a car back like that. That's just not even right to give them a car that you pretty much can guarantee is not going to work out for long. So Dyno has had this G35 for a while, but he's been chasing a misfire that he cannot seem to find. But other than that, the car is very, very it's pretty nice. So since we gave Daniel the 2012 Durango, Daniel offered up this car to be able to give to them as basically a car for them to still be able to drive. This car is newer, it's much nicer, got leather seats, it's got heated leather seats I believe, but it's got quite a bit of stuff on this car that the other car just doesn't have, including a running and driving car. I mean it's really nice, it's not bad, and it's an Infiniti. So anyways, right now what we're doing is we are taking the car over to the shop now. We're gonna go let Doug get started on it. We're gonna hopefully try and get this misfire fixed up pretty quickly, and once we get the misfire fixed, we're gonna be able to bring this car to them, and we're gonna have to figure out something that we're gonna do with their Jimmy. I don't know yet. I guess we'll figure that out.
It's been literally about a year since I drove this car.
Really?
Yeah, I can't believe it's actually been that long. Time flies.
So what we think, the hypothesis at least, to what's giving the car problems, we're thinking that it's got a misfire because of a plug seal leak. So it's actually leaking oil onto the spark plug. So Daniel's got new valve covers that Doug should be able to replace. And then after that, I think there may be a clogged cap. Maybe, we're not sure, but we'll be able to pull it up onto the lift and get it checked out and figure out. But yeah, the Jimmy it's really, there's just no way to salvage that thing at this point. It is so far gone that it's almost funny. It's bad. I wish you guys could have seen it. It's horrible. So check the Jimmy out. This thing is just a heaping wreck. It's probably going to need a new rack and pinion. It's probably going to need new power steering. It's probably going to need a new brake booster. It's probably going to need new harnesses. It's going to need new AC lines. It's going to need new, honestly, it couldn't hurt to get a new trans in it. It's just, it needs a lot. And even once you get past that, then you got to look at, okay, all the bushings in the front end need to be replaced. All of the bushings in the rear end. Every single thing on this car pretty much needs to be fixed. I really feel bad giving this back to somebody knowing that there is this many problems with it. It's just, it's horrible. It makes me feel bad. Morally, I feel like it would be right to give them a much nicer car, much newer car, much less miles, much less issues. We're gonna bring this thing back to them with absolutely zero issues. The tires on this thing is fine. Trans on this thing's fine. Engine, I mean, it's a Nissan Infiniti power plant. You guys probably know how reliable those are. So I know we already bought an engine for it and everything, but
Jimmy's gotta go.
yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet.
Yo, Jimmy wronged the family. He was a sweet boy, but Jimmy got to go.
So what do you think, Truly? You think that it's gonna probably be a better idea just to give him the G? Because that's...
I think so. The Jimmy can be fine, but it's gonna take a lot because at this point everything's leaking and all the suspension components are bad, ball joints,
not an elderly
sway bars,
couple's car.
everything. Sorry, what?
Is that probably not an elderly couple's car then?
Yeah, unless we fix everything while it's here, and it just depends on how much you want to put into it. But I mean, the G is already known to be running, driving, reliable. Just needs a couple of little small things. So, hey, it's a Mustang.